Hey, this is Drew Page. Welcome to the Drew Page channel. In this video, I'm going to break down what Dave Ramsey said that has Twitter going crazy today. On his radio show, Dave Ramsey said this.
Okay, I own rental property, single-family homes, among many other properties that we own. And if I raise my rent to be market rate, that does not make me a bad Christian. I did not displace the person out of that house if they can no longer afford it. The marketplace did. The economy did. The ratio of the income that they earned to their housing expense displaced them. I didn't cause any of that. And so you are not displacing them. You're taking too much credit for what's going on. If they need to move to a cheaper house because they can't afford, they're going to move to a lesser house. Because if they move, they're going to pay market rent.
There's several things going on here. First, what Dave says about someone raising rent on someone does not make them a bad Christian is 100% accurate. Just because someone is making a profit, someone is doing something that the market allows, and it may cause some difficulty for some people, does not make them a bad Christian. Now, if they are doing things unjustly or they're doing things out of greed, not just things to improve their financial situation, but essentially they have an element of evil or wicked intent to them, sure, that's a different story. But someone just simply following what the market says, that would be like a Christian owning a restaurant and they raise the prices on the food. People aren't losing their minds over that. The only reason that this is a big deal is because number one is Dave Ramsey, and number two is dealing with landlord-tenant, which every landlord seems to be evil these days. But what he says is 100% accurate. There's nothing in the Bible that says you can't be a landlord and you can't raise rent. But what he did say that was problematic is this mental gymnastics where he's saying, well, I didn't displace them. The market displaced them. Their income displaced them. And so basically they are victims to the market. I think that that's a misrepresentation. Just own it, Dave. Just own it. There's nothing wrong with it. You are displacing them if you are raising your rent. And if you are a landlord like I am and you raise the rent, it may cause some people to have to look for other places. There's nothing evil about that. There's nothing wicked about that. There's nothing immoral about that. It just is what it is. And when they go to find some other place to go, they can find a place that they can afford. There's nothing wrong with that. So just own it instead of saying, oh, well, the market's displacing them. Their income displaces them. The market isn't what makes you make those changes. I mean, if most landlords are honest, the mortgage is a fixed mortgage. So whether prices go up or down, I mean, other than the taxes and the cost of expenses to keep properties going up, those are the things that would cause you to have to raise the rent. But most of the costs are fixed costs as far as debt service obligation and things of that nature. But Dave has already advocated that he not have any rental properties unless they're paid for in cash. So he doesn't even have a mortgage. So if he's raising the rent, it's not because the mortgage has gone up, because there wouldn't be a mortgage according to him. The only rational explanation is that the cost to fix things is going up. And so he's raising his price. That is his decision. It is your decision, Dave. And I'm not a hater on Dave. I was a financial peace coordinator for many, many years. I'm not now for other reasons. I've actually been on the stage with Dave Ramsey. I've got an autographed copy of one of his books where he signed, acknowledging what I did for him on the stage. So I'm not coming at it from a position of hater. But when I hear somebody saying, well, I'm not a bad Christian, it catches my attention because I am a Christian. But at the same time trying to say that it wasn't you displacing them, it was you. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. But when you sit there and try to rationalize it on things that doesn't make sense, you're hurting the Christian name. So just own it. You are displacing them because you are raising the rent and those other people can't afford it anymore because that is what the market dictates and you are following what the market says. You make a decision to raise your rent to market rates. You don't have to charge market rates. You choose to. So you are displacing them. It is what it is. And again, if you do that, I'm not hating you for it. There's nothing wrong with that. People can cry and whine and moan about it all they want to, but there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing immoral about it. There's nothing wrong with it whatsoever. Put in the comments, do you agree that Davis is placing them? Or do you think that, nah, it really is market forces and income and all those things? Put in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Look forward to making some more videos for you on investing in real estate, on things that will help you financially. So I thought I would just drop this video real quick for you because it does have to do with our understanding of investing in real estate. So I wanted to make sure that you are aware of this just in case you see this tweet going around on Twitter. So until next time, stay tuned.